around here thinking sweet, you got the wrong idea. Get left out there, tell them so what? I kept trap music, all black, still I'm nasty.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Cousins now on 2nd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dante Fowler. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Steps away to his left. Open here, Adam Thielen. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Wide. Two.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Got him there. It's right. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On first down, Murray. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We're going. Let's go.
On play action, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Lucy. Hank.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that'll set them back 5. So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7. Now Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
Let's go, let's go.
Working out of the gun, Cousins eluding the pressure right. And he's got some space here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Cousins on 3rd and 2. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Flushed out right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll run the counter with Murray. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down, Cousins. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points. stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
11B, 11B. 11B, 11B. Hey, 54, Ricky.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice?
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First due.